Billy Tibble's Moves Out by Jan Fernley. Billy Tibble's bedroom was his favourite place. Sometimes it was tidy. Mostly it was messy. Billy liked mess. Billy's sister Twinkle had her own room too. Billy wasn't allowed in there, but he didn't care. Billy liked his room best. He had his toys and his books and his skateboard, which he wasn't supposed to ride in the house, and his squeaky, creaky bed. Best of all, Billy had it all to himself. But things changed when Mum said to Billy, "It's time little Eric moved in." Little Eric was a baby. He slept in Mum and Dad's room in Billy's old cot.
"He's big enough to share with you now,"
said Dad.
"Just think, it'll be fun. 2 boys together."
Billy thought about it. He thought about sharing with little Eric, about sharing his toys, even sharing his new skateboard.
"It doesn't sound like fun to me,"
said Billy.
"I don't want to."
"Now then, Billy,"
said Dad, wagging his finger about.
"we all have to share in this house, and that means you too."
The green cot was moved into Billy's room. Billy didn't like it one bit.
"It's not fair,"
he cried.
"I don't like sharing."
"All big brothers have to share," said Mum. "And that means you too, Billy." So little Eric moved in. And Billy Tibbles moved out.
"Huh,"
he said.
"I'll show them. I'm going to find somewhere better, somewhere all to myself."
Billy tried the bathroom, but the bath was hard and uncomfortable. The tap went drip, 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 and Twinkle kept knocking on the door, wanting to use the loo. Billy tried the shed, but it was creepy and smelled of old Wellingtons. And Billy still had to share with spiders. "Ooh," said Billy, "I'm not staying here." He dashed back inside, just in time for a bedtime story. But Twinkle wouldn't share, not even for a story. She pushed and shoved, and Billy wriggled and kicked.
"I've told you before,"
Dad said.
"we all share in this house, and that means you, Billy, and you too, Twinkle."
Dad sent them off to bed. It was dark on the stairs. Shadows crept and lurked in every corner. For the first time, Billy was glad he wasn't by himself. He held Twinkle's paw tightly. As they padded down the landing, they could hear a funny noise. It was coming from Billy's room. Squeak, creak, boing,
"Oh, Billy,"
whispered Twinkle.
"I bet it's a monster. A huge monster."
"Don't be daft,"
said Billy, but he squeezed Twinkle's paw even tighter, just in case. Squeak, creak, boing, went the noise again.
"Let's see if it's a monster,"
said Twinkle.
"You go first, Billy."
They tiptoed to the door and peeped inside. And there was a little monster. Well, little Eric, wide awake and having a lovely time bouncing on Billy's bed.
"Hey!"
yelled Billy.
"Get off my bed."
"Nah,
said little Eric.
don't want to."
Billy pounced. Grrr! And Billy bounced. Very, very, very high. It was brilliant. And when Twinkle joined in, it was even better. Squeak! Little Eric made a star shape. Creak! Twinkle did a somersault. Boing! Billy nearly cracked his head on the ceiling. But he didn't mind. It was excellent. Meanwhile, Mum and Dad were looking forward to a nice, relaxing evening.
"Peace and quiet at last,"
sighed Dad. "I wonder how the kids are getting on," said Mum. "What's that funny noise?"
"Can't hear a thing,"
yawned Dad. Creak, boing, squeak, boing, crack,
"Right,
said Dad.
that's it." "What is going on?"
roared Dad.
"Why aren't you asleep?"
"The bed's broken,"
said Twinkle. "How did that happen?" asked Mum.
"We were sharing,"
said Billy.
"Dad told us to."
said little Eric. Mum raised a weary paw. No more explanations, she sighed. They'll give me a headache. It's very late. We'll sort things out in the morning. The boys can share with us tonight,
Me too.
said Twinkle.
I like sharing.
Dad didn't look too happy about it.
Sharing? With this lot?
He groaned,
I don't want to.
Now then, Dad,
said Billy, wagging a cheeky finger.
remember? Everybody shares in our house, and that means you too.
So Dad moved over to make room because dads have to share, just like everyone else. The children leapt aboard the big cozy bed, and eventually, everybody had a very good night's sleep. Well, almost everybody.